This is Nadjah Nicole, co-host to DETV's morning show, Good Morning Wilmington with Nadj Jea. Take it from me, making great music takes people working together in harmony. So does a strong democracy. We have the power to make change, but we have to work together to get out the vote. Voter turnout broke over a 100-year record in the last election. Let's do it again. This is our time to shine. Check your registration, find your polling place, and track your mail-in ballot at ivote.de.gov.
This message is paid for by the Wilmington Democratic City Committee. Good Morning Wilmington with co-hosts Nadj and Jay. Coming up next.
This is DETV's Good Morning Wilmington with Nadj and Jay. I'm Nadjah Nicole.
And I am Jay. And I guess the first thing that we should say is we should thank Senator Coons, or Chris Coons for Delaware, I should say, for sponsoring this first episode. So
Yes. Thank
here
you.
we are doing a show. Kind of amazing, right? How did we get here? Like, what? I think maybe this isn't exactly what was on schedule.
It was. Ours was a little more ghetto, but this is good.
But how did this whole idea start? Let's take people to how we got here, right?
So I saw his hair flowing in the wind when he was riding his motorcycle, and I was like, hey, yo, we need to do a show. So I called you.
Mm-hmm. And there were some steps to it.
Yes, we planned. This was heavily planned.
Yeah.
But
there was definitely like some divine intervention in trying to get into this place.
I also
right?
thought you were my age.
Well, anyone who knows me knows me. Listen,
Right,
we know the thing about we don't
Just
crack.
so y'all know, Jay's not 21, like me.
Mm-hmm. Right, because you are 21.
I'm 21.
Really? That's interesting. Okay, that's good to know. So anyway, maybe we should get out of that zone. And what's our first item that we should be talking about, right?
Well, first I want to talk about our hair.
Yes, we should shout out the man. Right,
So
the man,
Styling Boy Q on Instagram, LaQuinn Chapman is my divine hairdresser who, let me tell you something. You see this? You see this flow? Okay. That is from him, and he slicked Jay's hair back.
Listen, I've only had hair for maybe like about 2.5 years. So the only experience I have with this really, like I used to have a barber and then I cut all my hair off so it was super easy and now I have hair and I had no idea what having hair actually means. Like it's a lot of work.
It's a burden.
And
it's a burden.
Our guy, like I met him for the first time today.
And he's awesome.
And he was awesome. And I do feel like I've gotten a facelift, you know, like I got the whole pullback and the heat. I've never had a hair dry like that in my head. And it was like here, my ears were burning and I didn't want to, you know, like I want to maintain some manliness, you know what I'm saying? So, but in my head, I'm like, oh
well,
man,
you got it. You got the manliness, you got the Fabio.
I literally wanted to squeak. Yeah. But you could see that he did a good job.
He looked good, he looked good, he looked good. You look good, you look good. Okay.
Go ahead. So we got the hair.
Okay, and then what did you drink for coffee this morning?
So, I wish that they could actually see, you know, the coffee, because I think, you know, when we get to our next show, which will be coming soon.
We don't have time. We don't have time.
Bottom line is, I drink pour-overs. I am your local, you know, coffee snob. And I had an Ethiopian pour-over, a Chemex pour-over specifically, this morning. And I'm not going to go into detail today about what a pour-over coffee is, but I think that at some point in time, I'm going to have to walk the people through the process. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I'm a good old, like, Dunkin' girl,
But I
pumpkin
gave
spice.
you one of my coffees.
It was good. It was good. And remember, I said it has floral notes,
which I was impressed with, because like honestly, that was pretty. And you kind of got the right floral notes. So you have some coffee snob in you too, and I dig it.
A little.
A little.
A little.
Mm-hmm. We'll get there.
Okay. What are you wearing? What is?
I really don't know what I'm wearing. This is a linen shirt that was purchased by my wife for I think for Clifford Brown. I don't know who makes it. I have a Hamilton watch. That's kind of like a you know, sort of a fancy brand. And I have on.
Please don't put them down.
No. Hold on. Let me tell you something.
Put them down. They are not cute. They are not cute. I love you, but no.
Honey, this is selvedge denim, and it's expensive. It's expensive denim. I was gonna say demo.
We're gonna have to. No, don't show them to me.
So
we good.
So let's focus on you.
I'm wearing H&M. I am bougie on a budget. So this is decked out H&M. Fabulous, honey.
You are fabulous.
And
absolutely.
I think the shoes are Chinese laundry. We have to get into those another day.
What is? Okay, yeah.
That's the brand.
Okay.
It's okay. But okay, so you look like Jay. So what's happening in Delaware? What's going on?
What's happening in Delaware? And the whole purpose of this show, we're trying to be like your sunshine, and I'm like the coffee, and we just want to start our day with you and make your day start with sunshine and feel great. So what is happening in Delaware? And give you all the good stuff.
All right, so Big Papa Jay.
Yes.
And a bunch of other people. So we have the ACLU and Delawareans for Educational Opportunity.
I'm glad that you have that written down and said it properly, because I would have messed it up. Big Papa Jay, so y'all don't know, I mean, for anyone who wants to know, is not me, even though I do have a couple kids with my lovely wife, Lisa Street. Big Papa Jay is my dad, and he's been in these streets for quite some time, working on the front lines and honestly in every capacity for our kids. And he recently retired, but even in retirement for the past 2 years, he has been involved with the ACLU and that, what's the name of the group again?
Delawareans for Educational Opportunity.
So my dad is like the chairman or the leader of that group, and in conjunction with the ACLU, they just reached a really big settlement with the state. They were initially going to sue them, and long story short, to make it simple for everybody out there, is our kids who need it the most, who need more funding in their schools, the money that's coming from the state will get allocated more properly to them, so that our babies who are really in need will get much more of what they need. So shout out to my dad and the ACLU and all of the good people out there fighting for our babies.
Yes, we love the kids.
I believe children are our future.
Teach them well. And okay.
Yeah. I was gonna sing the whole thing.
No, please. We good.
I can sing.
We good. I know you can. He actually can sing. He can sing, and I can sing.
Go ahead.
Okay. The primaries. They were on the 15th of September.
They were.
That was intense.
It was intense.
Voting is intense.
Voting is intense, but it's also your duty.
It is.
And
you have a right to vote.
I mean, we could have a whole conversation.
We could, but we don't have time.
I will just, because everybody's going to be looking at me to be like the angry, political dude, and I definitely have that side, but let's just leave it at this. Voting matters.
Voting matters.
And it matters more at the local level,
yes,
for sure.
Because yes. Yes.
And so please exercise
your right to vote.
Right to vote, because it makes a difference. You know,
in your community, your local community, your local legislation.
Tours.
Okay. We're not experts, okay?
But congratulations to all of the people who won in the primaries.
Congrats.
And who are, no one's been sworn in yet.
Yeah.
But up next is the general election, and I think everyone knows that this election is extremely important. And we're not going to go on, talking about our opinions and sides, but vote. It matters, and vote with your consciousness. Read up on these people, and make an educated decision, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, that's key. So for the mail-in ballots.
Yes.
You have to have them. You have to request them by the 30th of October, right? And then they have to be in by November 3rd for it to count. I actually got mine in the mail.
So are you doing mail-in, or are you going to walk in and actually
I think
vote?
I'm going to do mail-in.
You're going to do mail-in? How come you're doing mail-in? I'm curious. Just easier.
Well, because I'd have to find coverage for the kids and all that. So I'm just like, and I've never done it, and I really don't want to have to wait in line or anything. So that's just easier. So if you've got them, I would recommend just mail them in.
Yeah.
So, vote. It matters. COVID. We're still in a pandemic. It's so unreal. Last year, this time, I was throwing a birthday show.
Wow. Right, because we have a birthday. Okay, you know what? I know we have our schedule, but since she said birthday and is scheduling birthday show, today is Nadjah's birthday.
21. 21.
She's turning 21. She's going to have, never mind. This is going to be a 21 kind of party around here in a minute. No, but bottom line is, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nadjah. Happy birthday to you. And I forgot to buy a cake.
You was a little pitchy, but we'll talk about that later.
Listen,
Thank you, everyone. It's a blessing to be here on this earth today. I'm looking forward to a wonderful year of many more blessings.
Back to COVID.
Back to COVID. So for Newcastle County, you can go to nccde.org for testing sites, they update the site weekly for just Newcastle County. But if you want to find sites statewide.
How many times have you been tested?
Coronavirus.delaware.gov for all testing sites. I have not been tested yet. Me and Jay are actually going to go, and we're going to film it.
So I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum here. I've been tested like 1,000,000 times because I lean paranoid, and plus I had a couple of
But
scares.
I don't go nowhere. I don't go anywhere.
And
So
I get it. I'm not judging you.
And I was scared because I saw an article where a woman's brain got punctured.
Well, see, that's the thing. So when all of the testing stations that are set up in Newcastle County, it's all the swab. So you're not going to have to worry about, putting anything in your nose or anything. It's totally easy. You just take a Q-tip and you break it off, and you kind of just like you're brushing your teeth underneath of your gums, and you go inside your cheeks and on top of your tongue and all that kind of stuff. And then you just crack it off, put it in a little vial, and send it off. And it's super easy. Both of my kids have done it, at least, I think they've done it
So
twice.
your kids are braver than me.
So you got this.
Got it.
Wilmington,
Got it.
Delaware, y'all got this. It's
Get
super
tested.
easy.
I'm gonna get tested, but you should get tested just so you know your status. And just it's to be mindful for the people that you're around. We care about each other.
We do.
We want to keep each other safe. So get tested. It's free.
Yeah. And so the free thing, like honestly, big shout out to the county, to County Executive Matt Meyer for setting up a really, I am the first person to want to criticize a problem in the government. And this is, I've said it online and I'll say it again.
Careful, funding.
So this is all, Matt and the county have done an amazing job of setting up testing around, certainly in the county and just kind of think statewide too. So I have friends like in PA and Jersey, and it's a real struggle to not only find a test, but they have to pay money for it too. So all of those things, we get it free. You can find it pretty much Monday through Friday. It's easy. You get results in I think I got my results. The longest it took me to get results was maybe 4 days. And you know your status,
So
what I mean?
while you were waiting, what did you do? Did you quarantine heavily, or?
No, because I didn't have any symptoms. It was just a precautionary measure. Listen, I went down to the beach over the summer, and
everybody broke the rules. Okay, I understand. I got sunbathed a little bit.
But
it's
sunbathed,
okay.
I walked in the elevator, okay, and it's with nothing on, and I'm like, wait a minute. So we all have parents, grandparents, and people who are immunocompromised and have.
And
help.
my son, lung disease, so we've
Case
been
in point, but perfect, So this is why, even like me, and I don't want to go on a whole soapbox about COVID now, right? We're not going to do it. But
he doesn't want to go on a soapbox.
It is something that we should be mindful of.
Yes.
We're not going to go
because we care about our friends, we care about our coworkers.
And I prefer being 6 feet away from you anyway.
Wow. Shade.
You know what I'm saying? But did we make sure that we got the main point?
We did. I did want to point out, though, that as of now, based off the Google.
Off the what?
Google, but I call it Google because you Google what you want to know.
That was pretty. I like that.
Okay. Listen.
Go ahead.
We're at 22,000 statewide with only 660 deaths, and Newcastle County being the highest with 11,000 cases. And that's a lot.
It's a thing.
And we're a small state, literally. We're tiny. So Delaware. Friends,
wear your masks.
People.
And practice social distancing.
Yes.
It's actually very simple.
You can still go out to eat. You can still go to the mall, but just wear your mask, wash your hands, and be smart about it. Because think about it, even if you're not sick, someone can get you sick. So you want that person to care about you.
There we go. Get tested.
Mom, that was my mom voice.
And we like the mom voice. We need some more mom voices in there.
Gotta get
some proper scolding. I mean, exactly.
Wear your mask. Okay.
Mask.
Mask.
Not mask.
No.
Wear your mask.
Mask. Oh God.
Okay, go ahead, sorry.
Talk to us about Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yes.
Oh, and you're a turtle.
I am very slow. No. So, yes, I have I'm certainly associated, and so perfect example. My cousin is the chief of the Nanticoke Indians. And the cool thing about that is that the chief, as you might not think, is a female.
Oh.
How cool is that?
Lady boss.
Lady boss for sure. And that's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? But the bottom line is, so brother Richard Raw, you know we all love Richard Raw.
Rich. Okay.
Richard and brother Isboletto. So what are the, oh man. What are the two, so Richard's organization is the
Cultural Restoration Project.
So the Cultural Restoration Project and Guerrilla Republic, along with the county, shout out again to Matt Meyer, are putting together Indigenous Peoples Day, a whole celebration, and it's going to be at the Route 9 Library on Saturday, the 25th of this month at 12 o'clock. And it's basically, you know, where we're recognizing the fact that, you know, we're recognizing indigenous culture. And it's not just indigenous, American indigenous culture, but sort of globally.
Okay.
So, you know, it's important that we recognize from whence we cometh.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So
honor the ancestors.
Honor the ancestors. It's just that simple, and that's what we're going to be doing on that day. Or not we. Well, I'll be there.
So what is your indigenous tribe?
The Nanticokes.
The Nanticokes.
Yeah, the Nanticoke Indians.
So my dad he told me that we're Sioux Indian. We have Sioux Indian.
Are you going to sue me? That means. Is Suki Hana?
It's time to go.
Is Suki Hana Sioux? No?
If you have an event that you would like us to shout out, please email us at goodmorningwilm@detv.com. What?
No, listen, go do your thing.
goodmorningwilm@detv.com.
So
DETV-CH. So if you have an event that you would like to shout out.
DETVCH.com. That's where we were going for.
DETVCH.com.
There we go. That's the place we're going.
That's like ICDC Ka. Look, we need to make that. I need a life.
6 feet. 6 feet. Thank you. I need my space. Space, 6.
We're going to get tested.
We are.
And we're going to film it. Look out for that on our Instagram.
Indigenous Peoples Day.
Oh, Indigenous?
The 25th at 9 o'clock.
Reel it in.
Hold on, I just messed that up actually. The 25th of this month, Saturday at 12 o'clock at the Route 9 Library. It's going to be a great event celebrating Indigenous culture.
And again, the email, so I don't butcher it again, goodmorningwilm@detvch.com to shout out your event.
Yes.
Yay!
Yes, absolutely do that. Yeah. I want to talk more about the Sioux Indian thing. Tell us I felt
That's
like
all I know.
Like
Usually, you know, certain folk be like, oh, you know, I got Cherokee in me, but
that's the whole thing. And I think it's I don't know how much time we have, but I think it's a really good discussion that could be had because on one hand, we know the funny thing, like, especially if you light skinned, you know, I got some Indian in my family. But like,
I'm Cherokee.
it really is a thing. And it's not just, here's the thing. There are plenty of African Americans who probably aren't aware of their indigenous roots and culture.
Yes.
And
even with the 23andMe or the other testing for like when my mom and my aunt got theirs done, and I don't even think I remember seeing Native American, so that's why it's on my dad's side, but it doesn't get very specific. So if you can talk to your family about that and get to the roots, you know, it's great. You have something to be proud of, you know?
And I'm not going to open up the whole can of worms about, you know, the Olmecs. Some of y'all are like, oh yeah, the Olmecs, but you know, there's a lot of evidence to suggest that we've been here for a long time, and longer than we think.
Long time.
So, continue.
Oh, God. All right. So now we're going to talk about outside of Delaware, what's happening in the world.
Yes. And what is happening in the world right
All right. So, full disclosure, I don't know nothing about no sports. So this is going to be.
And I'm really not that on top of it like I used to be. Or
so
like
if you have something you want us to talk about sports,
go to that
email,
website.
go to that email.
Go to that email and say something. And
correct us because it will. We did the research, but whoo.
But shout out to LeBron for winning on the Lakers. You know the championship. He got that ring. Got the ring.
Yes.
Got the trophy. I think it's his 4th trophy. Is that what it is?
Yes.
It's his 4th trophy. It's with the Lakers. And I will say this.
Okay.
I love LeBron. as a human.
Yes.
I don't care. I don't know who the GOAT is. It's not even an argument that I'm concerned about. That man has mastered his craft.
He has.
And
led people to victory.
Married his childhood sweetheart.
Yeah.
Married his childhood sweetheart. And built a school for the babies.
Yes, in Cleveland, where my family's from.
Shout out to Cleveland.
Shout out to Cleveland.
My goddaughter's in Cleveland. If you're watching this at any time, Skylar, love you, baby. So, yeah. So LeBron, shout out to you, bro.
That's awesome. It's always good to see celebrities doing great things for the community. Yes. And he's heavily based in community. Remember that, community. I personally want to shout out Patience Foster, who is a Delaware native.
Shout out.
So me and Jay have a secret love affair with Cardi B in our heads.
Continue with
Are
this.
you not? Are you?
No.
Was I not supposed to say that?
No, you can definitely say that.
Oh, okay.
Like, she's. I've said this to you openly. Like, she's one of those. Like, okay, you know, I'm older. I'm old, and I got kids, and I'm married. But what I would like to do in my sort of Cardi B, you know, stalker thing is like, yo, can we just go to dinner? And like as a group with all the friends, and I just want to be there until like 11 o'clock at night. Then I go to bed, but I get enough of Cardi to laugh and have funny stories.
Because she's so funny.
She's hilarious.
She's so funny.
All of whatever,
Listen.
She's a character.
She really is.
And then when it gets turned up to 12, I'll go home and go to sleep. But like I get my little, from 9 to 11.
Throw me a coffee and I'm out for the rest of the night, honey. Like, see you, Jay.
Good night. The old man will be asleep. Plain and simple.
Well,
but Patience.
Patience Foster, a Delaware native, she is the creative director and publicist for Cardi B and has been working with her for like 5 or 6 years. She has literally brought Hollywood to Delaware on several occasions, and she is like a boss lady, businesswoman, entrepreneur. She is definitely a role model for the young folk in Delaware who don't really see a future outside of Delaware. Like, a lot of people think you graduate high school, you go to college, and you come home and work. But no, there's a world outside of this place. Even though we love Delaware,
I came back here by choice. You know what I mean?
Same.
So
my mama is here.
Right.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. I'm on TV, Mom.
Literally.
But it matters that she has a business here. She brings her business here, and then when she is here, she opens up the opportunities for Delaware locals to be a part of it. And she just signed a Delaware artist, Billy Bird, I think it is. She's like rap singer, really dope. Check her out. She's on Instagram. But Patience is just an all-around inspiration right now. I'm
loving how much already in this show that we've been highlighting females. You know what I'm saying? And so many boss women. I mean, it's a good thing. Like,
well, Jay.
Yeah, keep going. Keep talking about Patience, please. The boss female.
Anyway, she recently put together Cardi B's birthday party. In 7 days.
Which is amazing.
In 7 days. They had a sponsor. I think Playboy was the sponsor. Hush your mouth.
Continue.
Hush.
Yes.
And it looked elaborate. I was stalking everybody's Instagram stories and posts, like Jason Lee, who Patience Foster brought to Delaware.
No, I love it.
And he signed my book.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yes.
I didn't know you could write. Continue. Sorry.
So, but the party was ridiculous. Cardi B had on a couture gown.
So what does that mean?
Fancy, money.
Is that a brand or it's just like?
Couture is like high fashion, like unique, avant-garde.
But that's just okay. I got you. I understand what you mean. I'm learning. I'm trying to get into the whole,
Yes, it's basically expensive. So.
And she planned it in 7 days.
She did in 7 days.
That's impressive.
And the video footage of it was like, I wanted to be invited.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
I'd have been out by 11, like I said, but
I don't even think the party started till 11.
Well, then I would have missed the party. I'd have just been kind of sitting there by myself, taking selfies in an open room with a little drink in my hand, just a little shot of whiskey.
Your Guinness?
A Guinness, yes. Listen. Shout out to Good Whiskey and Guinness.
I wonder who the sponsor. Either way.
Guinness, we're here. This is going to be we're growing. It's going to grow quickly. It's going to be a wildfire. So Guinness and we could have a whole discussion about black-owned breweries and distilleries and all that kind of stuff. Uncle Nearest, shout out to the. But
reel it in.
Reel it in. I'm sorry, but it's a whole conversation to be had.
Yep.
But shout out to Patience.
Patience, we love you. We'd love to interview you.
Yeah.
I love you.
I think that another long or big discussion that we could have, you know, just kind of following what Patience has done, is how dope Delaware actually is.
It's very dope.
And I know that that's going to be coming up sort of in our next segment, but, you know, she's from Delaware, and there are a whole lot of other people who have done big things from Delaware.
Yes.
And there are a whole lot of people who are doing things right now that often might not get the same amount of notoriety or attention as Patience.
Right.
You know, I mean, we already said Brother Richard Raw. We said Isboletto. These guys are doing great things in multiple ways in our city and in our state.
And just because you're not featured on the News Journal, shout out to the News Journal, we love you. But just because you're not in the newspaper doesn't mean that you're not doing big things. Just know if you're doing good things for the community, good things for Delaware, good things for you, and people notice it, you're a star. Just not everybody knows it yet.
And maybe you don't even want that, but you're a great, dope person.
Right.
You know
and if you want people to know about you, go ahead and email us.
6 feet. Keep going. Sorry.
Oh my God. I know I said I didn't get tested, but God, I think I'm okay. No. But email us and tell us about someone in the community or someone who's doing something awesome that you want us to talk about. We are more than happy to do that. So.
And we're looking forward to like having some really cool guests on the show. So that we can, you know, really put out into the Delaware community about who's really doing awesome stuff, you know? Because, I mean, I think we're both pretty well connected to a lot, but there's...
I'm sorry, who are you?
I am Jay, the coffee snob.
We are well connected. Like, I didn't realize how connected you are with, like, the politics and the organizations. Like, you're really community-based.
I try to do my part, you know? I always, I say often when I'm on stage that, like, I definitely consider myself to be sort of like a child of, like, say, Nina Simone, you know what I'm saying? Those artists who, you know, are actively trying to reflect the times, you know what I'm saying? And, you know. As
a person who is in the spotlight, you have to say something. What is it? If you don't say something or you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. I don't want to fall for anything. Like, I want to have a stance on things. So that matters, especially when people are looking at you.
And on that note,
we're going to take a quick break.
We'll take a quick break.
Senator Chris Coons now occupies the seat that I held for many years. This is a man who has a moral center that is real, profound, and deep. Always guided by basic morality, basic decency, and basic sense of honor.
Chris Coons fights hard for Delaware every day. Vote by mail or vote Tuesday, November 3rd.
I'm Chris Coons, and I approve this message.
And we're back with DETV's Good Morning Wilmington with Nadj Jea.
And I am Jay, your coffee snob. So, what are we here to talk about now?
So now we're going to talk about Amy Barrett, the Supreme Court nominee. And the nomination and the hearing that's going on right now.
We're in the middle of it.
I've only listened to like one, like, what are they?
One part of the hearings?
What are they, lawyerizing her?
They're lawyerizing. I think that is definitely the term if you look it up in the dictionary.
They're doing that, right. I saw it on Facebook Live. I was in the market and I didn't know what was going on, but it seemed intense.
No, it's an intense process, but you know, you guys know we're in the process of picking our, I mean, the person's been nominated, and it's just, I think the bottom line is she's going to be the person, and we always have to go through this process, but we're going to have a new Supreme Court justice, and a lifetime appointment.
I didn't know anything about that. And actually my mom told me, and I was like, so wait, she secured the bag for a lifetime. In that position. And it's funny because now I understand what Joe Biden was saying when he was like, you know, this is a big deal. What was it? He said, he requested that the American people be involved because this is a part of our
Yes. So it's a whole discussion, and it's like you have politics, you know, in terms of like, you know, one side against the other. They're going to war, and the one team is doing everything they can to get their guy in. And the bottom line is, however you feel about it, is it makes a difference. You know what I mean? These people set laws that make a difference in our lives. So
yeah.
And you know, we already talked about it earlier, but that's why you got to vote, because the person who you know, your senators and your congressmen and the president, they vote and approve these people. And if it's, you know, someone who might not lean in your direction in terms of how you see the world, they could potentially play a role in making things in a way that you don't want it to be.
True.
So, you know, I guess, again, I'm the old head, but these things do matter.
That you are. That you are.
Exactly, which is good.
So something that she stated is that she vows to stick by the rule of law and has no agenda, and she's an originalist.
She's an originalist, yeah.
So you want to break that down?
Yeah, so what that means is that she is trying, whenever a case comes in front of her, she's doing her best to judge it through the eyes of the people that wrote the Constitution, you know? And you could have your own opinion about that. Yeah. So all of the people who wrote that document 250 years ago, they had a vision, and she feels as though it is her role to judge according to that vision. You know what I mean? And she actually says that she says, and you know, but she says that she keeps her opinion out of it, and she's just doing her role. And you know, who knows? I don't know enough about what she's judged on to say whether or not, and I know music and coffee. That's it. That's the only thing I know. But either way, she's going to play a role in the way that our country looks for the foreseeable future, you know?
Yes.
And shout out to, you know, rest in peace to the notorious RGB.
Yes.
You know, because she another boss woman.
Another boss lady.
Another boss lady.
I'm seeing a theme here.
I see a theme, and it's a good theme, you know, 100%. You know, we need more balance in a lot of different ways. So, yeah.
So this is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Definitely research it. You want to be, even as a young one, you want to be informed. You want to know what's going on. You want to know what's going on in your community. You want to know what's going on in your neighborhood. I mean, even down to...
Know what's going on. Sorry. Sometimes I get hit with the spirit of that, and you said it, and sorry. Go ahead.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was a good little, But Neighborhood Watch?
Neighborhood Watch.
You never heard of that?
No, I missed something.
Neighborhood Watch is basically when the neighbors like come together and they watch over each other. Like you want to be informed in general, even if it's down to that. Play your part, because no matter where you live, you're part of that community.
And that's one of my favorite things about Delaware. I know we're going to have a discussion about Delaware, you know, in a few minutes, but that is a big part of community, having each other's backs. And so from that totally, you know, even from just the tight family unit to your neighbors, to your neighborhood, and you know, all of these things matter. And, I feel like we can control some of these things. Stay informed.
You can stay informed. You scroll on Instagram, listen to the news, same time.
So is this a good time to open up the floodgates to Flygate?
Flygate.
There's actually one right there. Wait,
No. They only be landing on things that stink. Don't play me. Don't play me. Watch yourself. 6 feet.
I thought you was trying to be fly. Oh, okay, sorry. That wasn't funny. I'm sorry.
No. So, Fly Sean Jenkins made his debut appearance at the
vice presidential debate.
Yes. And
it was funny.
It was.
But you know what? I feel like we're being, like everyone is trying to.
Punked?
Well, no, it's not. No. I'm going to offer an alternate perspective to how most of the country saw the fact that a fly wanted to plant itself on Mike Pence's head.
How did he not feel it?
Well,
how did he not feel it?
I have a lot of snarky responses to that, but wait a minute. Flies need love too. Flies need homes.
That's why they be attached sometimes.
You know, and what if at the end of the day, Mike Pence, Vice President Pence, is he just has a comforting vibe to the fly. He was like, oh man, you look like a nice guy. Can I sit here? And something from Mike's aura said, come on, bro, grab a seat on my head, man, and just you could just post up here and we're gonna vibe out while I do this debate. No, it didn't. Or maybe he's, but the thing is,
you know what?
I'm trying to help the brother out. You know what I'm saying?
I respectfully decline that whole theory.
Doesn't work?
Nah.
No, all right. Well, either way, shout out to Fly Sean for making the debate.
Sean Jenkins.
From Fly Sean Jenkins for making the whole...
the trash can on the west side. But wait, I saw a picture that there was a fly on Amy Barrett, too.
No way.
It was like a pink suit jacket.
No way.
And it was like right here, somebody like highlighted it, and I was like...
Is that true?
I think. I saw it online. You know, everything on the internet is true.
Everything is, mainly.
So...
like the fact that I'm 6'4". I'm 6'4". It says it on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So, continue. But, okay, so on the flip side of that, like the fly thing was really funny. And again, one more shout out to Fly Sean Jenkins.
But we can all agree the first debate, the presidential debate, was a headache. It was a legit headache. It was comical. But it was funny,
sad.
It was.
You know what I'm saying?
It was embarrassing.
It kind of was.
It was. I expected a lot more.
I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't. I'll leave it there. Okay, let's turn this thing. No, I will say this. The vice presidential debate was, very...
That was... Yes.
Kamala was a... Kamala, you got me. Thank you. You can... Sorry. Kamala was a boss.
She had the auntie looks on deck.
The looks were hilarious.
Oh my God.
Politics aside, she really managed that.
She gave us, don't you taste my collard greens before they're done. Mm-hmm. Look. Mm-hmm. Okay, don't touch my hair. Mm-hmm. Look. Mm-hmm. It was on point. It was.
Isn't that, you tell me what it is to be a female and a black female working in a really professional male, dominated setting. Like, what do you think she was having to contend with? Because I could talk about it.
Oh my goodness. Working in corporate America, we have our challenges. I've always felt like my personal experience, I've always felt like people have looked at me like I'm inadequate or I'm not as intelligent as I actually am.
And do you think that's just because you're a female?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And then there's no. I am black, and it happens. We know the truth of what racism is in this country and around the world, and so I think it's the double whammy.
Yeah. Yep.
So I understand she had all eyes on her, especially being the first black.
Vice presidential nominee.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, which is just really cool.
Crazy. We're still saying that, the first black. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And it's great. Like,
it is.
In as much as, there's so many issues and we have so far to go as a country to reach, equality for everyone. Things like that matter.
Yes.
Even if, again,
representation matters.
Representate in the face. Like your daughter will have a completely different understanding of opportunity just based on the image of her being up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I'm thinking about of course, everyone who is behind, Biden and Kamala, they want her to win, and they wanted her to be aggressive and put Pence in his place.
Right.
But at the same time, she's got to be a lady,
right.
And she's got to balance all these different, juggle
she had to
all
fight
these
stereotypes,
right,
on stage during a vice presidential debate.
Yeah, where he can just be him. You know what I mean? I get that. Like I'm up here just being a big old doofus, and I bet you're like, oh boy, I got to keep my makeup here, get my hair. I don't got to
worry about nothing.
Okay. Fair enough, because you are a boss.
I'm a boss. Say it one more time for the people.
You's a boss.
I'm a boss.
All right.
Yo, you're so annoying.
It's the shoulders, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, God. Well, from what I read.
Yeah. Gonna have a sip of water. Go ahead.
From what I've read, that we're not going to have another presidential debate.
I don't know. It's kind of on the. We don't really know.
Yeah. Listen, they can keep that. If that's what's going to happen again, they can keep it. Because I got things I can do. I can watch Netflix and chill with some chips
Yeah. I can't wait, I cannot wait for November 3rd to come and go.
I'm worried.
I think a lot of people are worried.
I'm about to get out of Dodge, honey. I'm about to load up my family, and we about to just backpack it up the mountains.
And it shouldn't be that way,
No.
And I feel like everyone across the whole spectrum are worried about that. But here's the thing, in my opinion. If we all are worried about there being a huge problem, on November 3rd, November 4th, let's all be civil. It doesn't have to be a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Needs now is love.
Love, sweet love.
Oh,
is that the first time we harmonized? And I took the high note. Right?
You have now seen it? We did it? Okay.
We gonna do a whole musical
Calm down.
All right,
We're a little hype. Okay, calm down. All right.
Continue. Please.
Whew. All right, so off the boring stuff,
yes.
The politics. Get out and vote. Get tested for COVID. Check your local sites.
But let's talk about Delaware.
Delaware, what's happening?
Our beloved
what's
state.
What's happening, boo?
Our beloved city, Wilmington.
Yes.
Dover.
So
Smyrna.
I was born on the Dover Air Force Base.
Wow.
Yes.
Wait, we could have a whole discussion about that. Did your dad serve? And your
yes,
mom?
My dad was in the Air Force.
I didn't know that.
I was born in the Dover Air Force Base.
That's cool.
And then I was raised in Newcastle.
Okay.
I went to DMA.
Okay,
Delaware
right.
Military Academy.
Yeah.
And I went to Del State for 1 year.
Okay.
So, and I live in Wilmington. So I'm a Delaware girl through and through.
And as a Nanticoke, but if you include my Nanticoke ties, like my family, all of the streets, my family, originate in Lewis. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So even though I'm up here in Newcastle County, between the two of us.
You should be a surfer. Do you surf? I think I saw a picture. You didn't look too stable.
So let's talk about, I'm black. And there are stereotypes, and I don't like to go into stereotypes too much. But if there is the stereotype, but sometimes we don't swim too good, I'm gonna tell you a funny story. And Nadj, I took swimming twice at a college level at 2 different colleges. I took swimming at Morehouse. Passed. I took swimming at University of Delaware. Passed. But right now, if you put me in a pool, I won't drown, but I ain't swimming.
You're going to be looking like Nemo with the little fin?
It doesn't make any sense.
Don't touch the butt.
It doesn't make any sense. And I'm not like a totally uncoordinated person, but me and the water do not mix. And I'm a tidewater child.
I'm a mermaid. I'm a mermaid. Like,
I am the opposite.
Honey, put me in a pool at the beach.
You want to hear a funny story?
Basking and beautiful. Okay.
I'm going to tell you a funny story. So the second time that I took swimming, right, I was at UD, and there's this big pool, and, we're all sitting in there, and I'm trying not to be the stereotype. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I'm trying not to be look at the black guy, he can't swim. And the lady tells us, what you're going to do is just lean back like this and just kind of float. And
I can't do that.
Let the water just hold you. So I'm like, you know what? I got you. She says, only a certain amount of people, only 1% of people will actually just sink, right? And I'm like, I'm not gonna win that lotto, you know what I'm saying? So I lean back and I'm completely, I thought it was absolutely embarrassing. I did, walk my way out of it, but
oh, good.
Yeah, all that to say that
would have been me too. I don't float. I'm gonna sink.
But you can actually swim. That's good stuff.
But I can't. Yeah, I can't carry nobody. Unfortunately, if my children if it ain't in the shallow part.
Oh, I don't let my kids go past their knees, and they're tiny because daddy ain't gonna be able to help you.
The twins have not been to they've been in a pool, but I haven't let them free. And I don't know because Ishmael can't swim. But he's 7 feet tall, so it's okay. He just picks him up. But me. Honey, I could save myself, but we're going to have to work on you because I don't know.
Yeah. So, no, I'm relying on the lifeguard when it comes to that.
But Lewis, okay.
Yeah. But you will not see me surfing there, and that is why.
Okay. Well, so what high school did you go to?
I went to Tower Hill. So I went to Tower Hill School from the time that I was in pre-K. I know. But I could talk a lot about Tower Hill School.
Wait, that means your family got money.
No, it means that I'm smart and we got scholarship. Take that.
They offer scholarships.
Contrary to popular belief, I am not the biggest doofus ever.
If you're looking for, I think actually, fun fact, Tower Hill is one of the top schools in the nation.
Listen, I'll say this. No high school or school experience is perfect for anyone, but I had a good experience there. And I'll say this. I think that more people should know that all of the private schools offer a lot of financial help for people that need it. And a lot of these schools now really are making a huge effort to diversify, because diversity really does matter,
yes,
not just because it's cute and it looks good in a room, but
change starts from the beginning of life.
And diversity of opinion and thought matters. That's like, if only men ran the world, how much perspective would you know? Like, we know Cardi B's party wouldn't have been the same, and it wouldn't have been probably done in 7 days because, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
Yeah, but it was a good experience, and people should really, if you have any thoughts about sending your child to private school and you think
Charter,
you can't afford
private, all of that.
Don't cancel yourself out. And,
do your research. It's all so Tower Hill's information is all on their website. The scholarship stuff, the financial aid stuff, all of that.
Tizzy right now, Senator Lockman, she is cringing right now because we had a whole podcast on my podcast about education, and I'll say she's a huge supporter of public education, as she should be. We talked about the whole the ACLU and my dad. So my point is that all of our options are open. Explore them, because we have access to more than we think we do.
Yes, we do.
You know what I'm saying? I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Good.
But we love Delaware.
We love Delaware.
What does Delaware mean to you?
Delaware made me.
That's the thing.
Delaware made me. It did.
So what do you think it means to be a Delawarean? Just at the state level. We could say a Wilmingtonian, you know what I mean?
I don't feel like a Wilmingtonian yet.
What do you feel like?
I feel like, so when I think of Delaware, I think of family. I think of nurturing, because I've been nurtured here. I think of community, friendships, and I also think of the arts. Yes. Because I have been so supported, in the artist community. So that's Delaware to me.
Yeah, I mean, just in terms of talking about the arts, I see people who will say negative things about the art community here in Wilmington, as though there's like all these different divisions, and all I can say is I moved back about 5 years ago, and within a very short amount of time, I not only felt included in the community, but I developed relationships with people like you and many more who are not only dope artists, but who really are just good people.
About their stuff.
And there's been we could make a laundry list of people.
Oh my gosh, the amount of people. And it's sad because one of the first things people say is they want to get out. They want to get out, go to Philly, go to Baltimore, go to New York. And I'm just like, y'all do realize they don't pay either. Like, you might as well start home, build up your repertoire, build up your fan base, get this love, this good Delaware home love, and then
my whole thing is, and on one, yes, all of that, but and I've said this before too, in a lot of different places, that in as much as we both probably, I think we agree that there is a lot of unmet potential here.
Oh yeah, because the opportunities are not there.
But this show is going to really start to
Okay,
you know what
you
I'm
just got to
saying?
send us a little email.
Where does that email go to again? DETV.
Good Morning Wilm at DETVCH.com.
Bam. No, I thought. Never mind. No, you messed it up. You were supposed to catch that. We got to get on the same wavelength quickly, because when I throw my wave,
that was a wavelength.
You know what I'm saying? I might drown in this wave too. But bottom line is Wilmington and Delaware. Like, I really see the potential that I see. You tell me if you share my vision.
Okay.
Is that just based off our location alone, like, you can get
We're the sweet spot.
We're the sweet spot, and we should be a huge cultural hub. You know what I mean?
Really
My vision is that, you know what I'm saying, 2020, so I see 2020, son is 2020, yeah, I mean. Sorry. Sometimes it comes out, or sometimes I make it up. But imagine like 2 years from now, I'm gonna speak this into existence.
That's right.
Imagine like in a week or two.
Wait a minute.
We get a.
That's a little soon.
We get a big name guest on here. we get a big name guest, and it helps to grow our show.
And
you know,
and because people love us so much,
you know what I'm saying?
We'll have more funding from people.
Wait. I have an idea. I have an idea. All right. So, you know, it's your birthday, and you know, when you blow out the candle, but I didn't get a cake because I messed that up. And you blow out the candle, you make a wish, right?
I'm gonna blow out. I wish.
Who would you? So, who would be your wish for like a big time guest?
Oh,
who would you
God.
love to have on here?
Oh my goodness.
And who would you all like to have on here, quite frankly, right?
Yes.
But who is like the person that you would love to have on here right now? Like, just go for the stars. Like,
go for the stars?
Whoever, like the biggest person you would love to interview.
Oh God.
And have on here and come to Delaware and get some of what we have to offer.
Oh God, I don't know.
Really?
There's so many. I can't just.
Okay.
There's so many.
So I think from my end, I don't know why, but like one of my musical heroes is Quincy Jones.
Oh.
And
did you watch the documentary?
Yes. He's just such a hero. He's an incredible person.
Yeah.
And you know, he's in his later years, and he's one of our treasures, and I would just love to have even 5 minutes to pick his brain and just experience his greatness. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, I'm definitely somewhat of a traditionalist in terms of music, like, you know, learning your notes and learning your theory. And he's that guy who knew the formal structure of music and still worked in the pop, you know, in the pop field with, you know, the biggest and the best. So he's definitely one of my heroes.
That's
for sure.
good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Next episode, I'll answer that.
Okay.
I need to like really hone in on what I want to know and what I want to ask in front of people. You know? But if there is someone that you would like us to interview, send us an email with your suggestions, and we'll see what we can do. Ain't making no promises.
But we will do our best. And if you want the person, maybe you have the connect and can help us to get the person.
Listen, if you got connections, if you want to fund us, hit us up, boo.
Yeah.
I mean, we here, we live, we here.
It's pretty cool too.
I know.
This is like the first time when it's so fun for us.
It is. And then we also want to create a call to action.
Yes, continue, please.
So we talked about our upbringing, being from Delaware, where we went to school, what do we love about Delaware. We want you to be a part of that conversation because everyone has pride for New York. Everybody has pride for Texas. Everybody has pride for LA. There's nothing wrong with Delaware.
I love it here.
It's
I
beautiful,
really do.
You know, and if you're here now, you're here for a reason. So tell us what you think it is to be a Delawarean, how proud you are, and we want you to hashtag it, I'm so Delaware, and tag us at Good Morning Wilmington on Instagram.
Yeah.
And you may be featured on one of our episodes. But yeah, send us all the good stuff because Delaware matters too.
No, but we have so much potential, and
we do.
I think that this.
And we have a lot. Let me tell you something. We got beautiful people up in Delaware. We got beautiful people up in Delaware.
Who did your hair again?
LaQuinn Chapman, Styling Boy Q.
And would you say they beat it? They beat your face.
I beat your face. And he slayed my hair.
And he slayed the
my hair.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh God. So where are we eating? Where are we eating this week?
Well,
Jay always picks the best places. Where did we go that one time with that salad with the...
Oh, Pizzeria Metro.
Lord,
listen.
That salad, that pizza, honey. I was licking my fingers.
So that is a perfect case in point to me. Like, we've both been to a lot of different cities, a lot of different places.
Yes.
And I'm not going to go out that far and say that it's the best pizza on the whole planet.
But it's really good.
You're not going to find better pizza.
I think we have contenders.
We have contenders.
We do. Because I want to. There's one place I want to go. We'll talk about it the next time because we got to go there.
Yes.
But
you can get top notch pizza here in Delaware.
It was delicious.
Just
and
like
I had
anywhere.
Orange soda, honey. Let me tell you something about that orange soda. Okay?
Are you serious? What was so good about the orange soda?
It was delicious.
Did they put something in it?
Orange soda.
Just the orange soda.
And some
Okay. Cool.
Baby.
I'm here for it. I dig it.
So, what was it called again?
Pizzeria Metro.
And we got the pizza half bacon, half
bacon, and shout out to you on getting the bacon, because I did not expect that. That was pretty cool.
So crispy.
Man.
And I had an orange soda, and I also had a Caesar salad with
the fishies, with the little fishies.
Sardines?
No, not sardines. Anchovies.
I didn't even care how I smelled. Like, it was delicious. So we went there, and then
I'm biting my tongue so bad with so many comments, but you see how I did it? I can maintain control.
6 feet.
Yeah, because that's where the jab goes. Go ahead.
And then we had coffee at
Where do we have coffee?
Milk and Honey, right?
Yes, shout out to Milk and Honey. On Union Street.
And the other one
they
was
just
on Miller
opened
Road.
up a new location on Market Street.
Okay, we got to go
Yeah, it was
there.
the former Loma Coffee, so we definitely need to go there.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
I've only been.
yeah.
I was at Loma Coffee one time.
That was a great hangout.
Yeah,
And
it
that's,
was.
you know, it's
Yeah.
on one hand, it's obviously a shame that we've lost some really great spots because
COVID.
you know, but we're going to get through this, and it's really cool for Milk and Honey to be expanding because they're a great, like, you know, it's just got a great vibe there. Like, you know, Quincy is the guy who owns it, runs it with his wife.
Okay.
And, you know, people like that make Delaware and Wilmington as, you know, strong and as much of a strong community as it is. You know, it's just got a vibe there. It's a cool little thing.
And you can make a vibe. If you find a place that you like, tell your friends about it and create the vibe yourself.
Absolutely, exactly. That's the whole point. It's like on one hand,
be the vibe.
Yes.
You gotta be the vibe. You gotta be the vibe.
No, because you missed my vibe, so I'm not catching yours. I'm low key. That was, what do you call that? Passive hating? I don't know.
What did you have to
call it.
drink at Milk and Honey? We had
flat white.
Flat white?
Mm-hmm. We had a flat white, and it was a really good drink that I thoroughly enjoyed. And I think I had a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and also another good place. I got your sandwich this morning from Mayale, which is right up the street from the studio here on Lancaster Avenue. They make incredible sandwiches.
I had to lick my fingers. It was really good.
Yeah.
So let's just recap real quick. Our email for highlights of people in the community, our email for anyone you want us to interview. If you'd like to fund this wonderful Monday morning show, because you'd love to see our lovely faces again.
Sunshine and coffee, you know what I'm saying?
You can email us. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna
sit here and actually be quiet and watch you struggle with this.
At Good Morning.
Everybody, hold on. Shh, go ahead.
Good Morning Wilm at DETVCH.com.
You got it. High five to you.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you. Do you have any plans, you know, for the celebration? Anything we're gonna do?
No.
Okay, that's fine. You can figure that out.
Oh my God, I don't have anything.
I mean, you're 21, so you need to just,
you
know.
You're right.
Yeah.
21 and fabulous.
Do you have like a favorite bar here in Wilmington or in Delaware? Like a place that, you know, a favorite watering hole, I guess, you know? Should we shout any place out? I don't know.
A lady doesn't drink and tell. Is that a thing?
I guess, yeah. I don't know. If it is a thing, I don't think it should be a thing.
I don't.
You know what I mean?
I'll throw it back.
If you're going to eat, you're talking about orange soda and anchovies, like all of a sudden, you know.
Well, this was fun.
It was really fun.
I'm excited.
And so when are we back?
Every Monday at 10.
We're back every Monday at 10, and the more you guys watch and the more that you guys support us in whatever way possible, we could do this thing every day.
I
you
know.
what I'm
Listen,
saying? You know what I mean?
This was so fun.
We're
I
trying
got outfits for days, honey.
I don't.
So, thank you. Thank you for tuning in to DETV's Good Morning Wilmington with Nadj Jea. I am Nadjah Nicole with the beautiful soul.
And I'm Jay the coffee snob. And one more shout out to Chris Coons for Delaware for supporting this first episode.
This happened because of you, so we are so appreciative.
Yo, let's get the wave right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bow, 6 feet. That's